They'll never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5. Cocked on them niggas, time to die. Shout out Machiavelli, a.k.a. Thug Life. Oh, man, we're going to get into this KD and CJ McCollum beef we got going on. Hashtag NBA beef. Hashtag what's beef. I got the lovely queen. Oh, my God. Imported all the way from Oaktown, the Bay. Everybody show some love for Miss Drea from the Bay.
With your hotel ass.
Listen, don't disrespect the host, all right? So what's going on with this whole situation? You actually told me about this last night, and it kind of went in one ear and out the other for me. And then now I see it this morning. I read I watched the whole interview myself on CJ's podcast, and I actually just seen it on First Take. How were you able? I mean, I know you're the designated basketball expert on my panel, but how are you able to just see the future like this and know what's gonna, pretty much break out in the news, the next day or before it happens? Miss Cleo.
I'm not Cleo, and as I told you, I am not the basketball expert, but I'm just saying, anything KD does makes news because they consider him soft. So anything that's even remotely related to his decision to go to Golden State is going to make the news. Plus, I mean, this was him absolutely straight clowning CJ on his own podcast.
Right.
And I admit, I got a couple of laughs off of it too, because it's like, this is the KD I want to see. This KD. Yeah, because if anybody remembers, if you go back when KD was really, really active on social media back in the day, KD would clown folks like, oh my God, he would clown the mess out of people. And then we didn't see that so much. So most people only know, I guess, the KD of now, where they feel like he's arguing with people, making burner accounts and this and this. But back in the day, he used to talk that shit on his own account. And that's the KD that I like. So, yeah, to actually hear him go off and, clown CJ on his podcast, I was like, there's the dude. There's that easy money sniper. That's the sniper that I remember.
Word.
But yeah, it was gonna blow up because anytime you got some basketball players going at each other, quote unquote, on Twitter, it's gonna make the news. So it was just inevitable.
That's a fact. So let's just go through. I can't play the real video because they're gonna flag my black ass. But what we will do is go through the transcript, verbatim of what the exchange was for the players. So let's go through it. It all started when McCollum admitted the cousin signing upset him. What is they be complaining about everything. Like, oh my God. This dude not even gonna play till what, February or something? And you really complaining about that? So let's see. It says, KD, why this is KD talking. Why are you mad about this stuff? CJ says, bro, I'm in the league. What do you mean, why am I mad about this stuff? I'm in the Western Conference. I got to play you mother effers all the time anyway, as it is, over and over again. We got eliminated by y'all a few times in the first round. So I'm looking at Cousins. KD says, I mean, you guys aren't going to win a championship. God damn. Like, he probably looked him in his soul and everything when he said that too. CJ says, bro, we have the team. We have the capabilities. Anything is possible. We can win a championship, bro.
And wait, before you go any further, on that note, I feel like CJ kind of like contradicted itself. Because like in that first paragraph that you were reading where he said, why am I mad about this? Because I'm in the Western Conference and I got to play you motherfuckers already. So I'm like, in that same vein, if you got to play them already, and in that sentence, you're saying that damn, like we can't win. We can't do this because they got KD, now they got Cousins, and then in the next sentence he's saying we have the team, we have the capabilities, anything is possible, and we can win a championship. So I'm like, which one is it, bro? Like, if you can win a championship, if you got the capabilities, what does it matter who's on Golden State? You know, you see what I'm saying?
And you know what's so crazy is CJ really fucking himself because it seemed like he might be out the league soon, and he kind of just blew his opportunity to kind of hop on the Warriors roster. we keep it at 100. It seemed like he kind of blew that chance to hop on the Warriors because the Warriors pick up a lot of players that the league just turns their back on. So I think he definitely blew his shot.
Oh well, like he says, you never know what's going to happen. And CJ said itself, anything is possible. I mean, I'm saying like he really turned down the opportunity to play on Golden State if they came calling, or if he somehow got traded to Golden State. Where is he going to try to sit out like Kawhi and make them trade his tail somewhere else? Like, what you gonna do?
Hell no.
I'm just saying, you're calling this man's decision soft. But I'm like, it's soft for you to be in the league, a grown ass man complaining about another grown ass man's decision to do what he wants to do. And then also in the same vein, you're gonna wait till this man ain't on your podcast, ain't in your face, and then you're gonna call him soft. You could have said that same stuff on your podcast back to him.
But you know what?
You sat there and let him clown you relentlessly and ruthlessly, but you didn't say none of that back.
That's a fact. And and I appreciate you pointing that out. But you know what's so crazy, Drea? And we're gonna get through the rest of this exchange they had. But McCollum was saying, I heard in the interview, McCollum was saying that, well, Cousins could have signed with us because I don't know his name, Nurkic. Or I think he was referring to the center they have or whatever big man they have. He was saying that he has the same agent as DeMarcus Cousins, and he was just like, I mean, he could have signed with us or whatever because we had more than enough, money to pay for him. So he was like, I don't know why he went with you guys, type shit like that.
Because he's a grown man who made a grown man decision in free agency to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
Big facts.
But that's what they get down. That's what it kind of gets down onto. You're not mad about him going to the Warriors. You're mad about him not coming to your team to help you be competitive.
Word. All right, let's see. It says, give McCollum credit for defending his team, but man, that's a tough shot to take. Durant's response almost came across as dismissive, as though the Trailblazers aren't even worth discussing as a title contender, but that wasn't the end of it. McCollum said that prior to Cousins joining the Warriors, he thought there was a realistic possibility that the big man would land in Portland. I don't know why they think everybody wants to go to Portland. I don't even know where Portland is. Durant shot down the idea, saying Cousins, and Nurkic would be too much of one thing. Okay, so that's what we were talking about. But CJ says, so what do you suggest? Katie says, I suggest you keep playing, man. You just keep playing, man. And don't worry about what goes on at the top of things. Relax. McCollum says, we were right there at the top of things. We were the 3rd seed last year, bro. We were right there. How are you right there if you're the 3rd seed?
But like KD said, how did you play? Like an 8 seed.
But he said, how'd you play? He said, some unfortunate circumstances. What is that like the PR response? What is that?
No, those unfortunate circumstances were him and Dame getting locked down by Rondo and what's that dude?
The Pelicans.
Drew Holiday.
Wow, the Pelicans swept them, right?
Yeah, they got swept. Cause they got locked down by Rondo and Drew Holiday.
Wow, that's crazy. It goes on to say, reminding McCollum his team got swept out of the first round. We already going through this without me even reading it. Goddamn, as a higher seed, fatality, flawless victory. And guess what? It didn't end there. Let's head to Twitter for an extra round. McCollum says, I think the B word is harsh. I don't know what he was referring to, and shouldn't be used. He know that decision was soft, but I respect it. It's like getting jumped with your brothers by a gang. You should have beat them. You should have beat. Then joining the gang that jumped you and your brothers 2 months later and forgetting about your bros.
That is a stupid ass analogy.
You think so? You don't think it's an accurate analogy?
It don't even make sense. But then again, he was responding to that big cat guy who was talking about do we have his permission to use the B word when talking about KD? So that's what CJ was responding to.
Right. And then Kevin Durant responds and says, so he responds to McCollum. He says, so I would get into a gang fight, lose, plot on my brother for 2 months in our home, and then go get the gang we lost to and beat him up. You think that low with me, CJ? I just did your fucking podcast, Snakes in the Grass, boy, I tell you. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. It says the first matchup between the Warriors and Trailblazers next season should be very interesting. If you want to hear more about it just goes on to the podcast shit.
But I mean, the people talking about it should be interesting. Maybe it'll be interesting, but at the same time, the same thing's going to keep happening. Blazers are going to lose to Golden State. And even if by chance they win a meaningless game in the regular season, it don't matter. It don't matter. You know, you gotta. It really matters when you get to the playoffs. Don't get swept by Golden State. You know, they got swept by Golden State the year before. I mean, so that's twice. That's twice in a row. Like twice that they've gotten swept. But then
let me ask you.
Dame and CJ beat Golden State in a game that Steph didn't play, and I think a few other important guys on the team didn't play. They won that game, and Dame said in that interview afterward, we think we're the real deal. Okay, the real deal doesn't get swept by the Pelicans. Sans Boogie.
Fucking
in the playoffs.
God damn. And then the Pelicans.
I actually like Dame, and I actually like CJ, and
I love Dame.
But they do a lot of talking. They remind me so much of John Wall and Bradley Beal when they were talking about how their team is this and that, and like, y'all ain't win shit, bro. I mean,
right, that's a fact.
I mean, so it's like, don't talk. Just let your basketball play. Just let your talent speak for itself.
That's a
don't
fact.
do all that talking. Just
that's
go out there and compete.
Would you agree that's some beta male shit or behavior?
I mean, I wish a lot of them would stop talking. I mean, of course, it's the NBA. It's entertainment, and them doing all this back and forth is entertaining for the masses who watch them every season.
Right.
I get that. But I'm like, man, don't be whining about what these dudes do. Like, okay, it's what you need to do is like, you got Kevin, you got Boogie. All right, cool. We got something for that, you know?
Right.
Get in the gym, get your weight up, add some new skills. I don't know. Tell your GM, your front office to step the game up. I mean, do something.
Right. Talk that shit.
It's like Clay said, you know, everybody else in the league has to get better.
That's a fact.
Golden State didn't break any rules. They had, I would venture to say, they had every other office out there had maybe the same chance to, you know, get better, do something, recruit people. Yep. I mean, it's no wonder because, you know, me being into this basketball thing, and one of the reasons I like the Warriors is because they built this culture. They built this team, you know. People want to go there for a reason. I don't know if it's just the rain chase or whatever, but I hear a lot of people talk about the culture. It's the culture. Thanks. It's the front office. It's the players. It's the camaraderie. You know, people want to surround themselves with that. And KD saw that. He made his decision to go somewhere where he thought would be best for him. Yeah. Because the NBA ain't loyal. You know, do what you want.
Absolutely.
We see what happened when Boogie got what traded out of Sacktown. He got sent to the Pelicans. We saw what happened with Isaiah Thomas when his sister died in that car accident. And he played for them the very next day on a bad hip. I mean,
Drea. Cook.
We saw a lot of this stuff. These teams are not loyal to these players. So why do you expect these players to be loyal to these teams?
Just touch on that? This man's Isaiah Thomas, his sister died, right? And he still went out there. This was in the playoffs, right?
Right.
And he still went out and played for them when he could. He had the excuse, to sit out and relax and actually grieve. Like he had, you know what I mean? He had a real reason to grieve. And the way they got him the fuck up out of there after he single-handedly took them to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's disgusting to me. And then, like we were saying, there's no loyalty because everybody gets mad, or the fans get mad at the players when they leave. But when the players are getting traded for no reason, you know what I mean, and being disrespected by the management and the owners, nobody's coming at the GMs and the owners, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, and you see what happened in that DeMar DeRozan and Kawhi Leonard situation.
Yeah, they're both pissed. Neither of them want to be where they at.
I mean, like, DeMar wanted to play. He wanted to stay with the Raptors,
Right.
And for them to do that, I mean, it's the business, They have to do what they have to do. But, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You can't really expect loyalty,
Right, and then they get mad at the player when the player takes his destiny in his own hands. It's just envy. I think that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
CJ goes on to say on his official Twitter account, he says, "There is no feud. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta take a chill pill. It was simply an analogy. I'm done speaking on Katie and the Warriors because it's childish of me to do so and soft. LOL. Will be taken out of context." I mean, obviously you did that for a reason. I've always said what I feel, but we all know I've never been a snake. Back to the grind. I think personally, This dude talked too much, to be honest.
He says back to the grind, but the grind is him, and looks like a GM, but he's doing some, he looks like he's playing. Is that Ben, whatever his name is, the football player? That's who I think that is.
I don't know who the hell that is.
You want to say back to the grind? Get your ass in the gym with a basketball, man. You want to
right?
You in there play boxing or whatever. Like, get your ass in a basketball gym.
Play boxing. You in there shadow boxing, nigga.
Whatever it is.
Why he woke up that morning, he saw Creed. He said, I gotta go do that.
I mean, you just got swept in the playoffs, man. Pick a different grind.
Well, he trying to be an extra in Creed too, so don't knock his hustle, Drea. Don't let him live.
You the one that said he's almost out the league, so I guess he's prepping for life after basketball.
Let's just be honest, right? He has a podcast. When did you? I didn't even know this. Why is he in the league and he has a pod? I mean, I get it. It's kind of cool because you can, you have a player that's playing and is active, but at the same time, I don't think he's the right person for it. I feel like if KD or a top player had a podcast, or an impactful player had a podcast show where they could tell you directly and they were truthful and not biased about what was going on in the league, that would be pretty dope. But this dude, I mean, he looks like fucking, what's that show? Family Matters? He looked like fucking Steve Urkel when he take the glasses off. I mean, that's just my personal opinion, man. I just don't take this dude seriously.
It's funny that you mentioned Steve Urkel. I recall reading a tweet the other night when someone said that CJ is the dude in the league who looks the most like Urkel, but Russell Westbrook dresses the most like him. And
that's a fact.
Took me out.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I mean, but like I said on the podcast thing, like I think it's a good idea for active players to have a podcast and have an inside view. Because I'm not one of those people who are like, stick to sports, stick to what you're good at. Like if he's got an opinion, not just about basketball, but politics or whatever else is going on in the world. You know, it's good for them to use that platform out there, you know. Right. So I have nothing against him having a podcast. You know, I didn't even know he had a podcast.
Right.
This KD thing came up. But he's not the only player. I mean, there were some dudes from the Cavs, when Richard Jefferson was playing there. He had that podcast with Shannon Fry called Road Tripping or something like that.
Right.
You know, and they got a lot of views and a lot of listeners there too. So, you know, it's good to actually, you know, hear from the NBA players and get their inside view on things like basketball and anything else. So I think it's a good thing.
Right. But what I want to say is the same way he goes in the gym and he practices his craft on, you know, shooting and his threes and dribbling off, you know, off the ball and, you know, dribbling on the ball. You know what I mean? He practices his craft a certain way on the court. It's the same way you have to practice the craft when it comes to, you know, conducting a podcast. You know what I'm saying? And he broke the rule of all rules. You can't have somebody on, especially another active player, and then, you know, you're emotional, you're in your feelings, you can't control yourself. And then when he leaves, you're talking shit about him. And then, I mean, the top player in the league, now no one else is going to want to participate in coming on your show, bro. You kind of suicided yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
because Kevin Durant literally said, he was like, I was just on your fucking podcast.
Well, you know, the podcast, that particular episode kind of blew up. So I guess CJ felt he had to respond because he was getting clowned on Twitter about it. So he had to go on Twitter and defend himself and defend the Blazers and defend, you know, his stuff with that. So, yeah, I mean, he got a little in his feelings about it. You know, you know, they're human. But I agree, you know, you don't invite someone in your podcast and then you don't like what they say or how they're responding to something you said, and then you want to go off later on when they're not around, mind you, and then talk mess about it and, you know, try to play it off.
And that's where the craft comes in. That's like me having you on. I mean, I just started this channel, but I've done like 5 or 6 collaborations with other, you know, people I respect or actual YouTube content creators. And, you know, I'm not going to say we had disagreements, but I would never, you know what I'm saying, hop off there. You go over there with your big gulp. You good? You sound like fucking that reminded me of Fridays when somebody, I forget who it was, had the big gulp. I think it was Pops.
I'm sorry, I'm over here sipping.
But yeah,
I'm sipping on some Minute Maid goodness over here. Okay,
I think you need a refill. I think it's over. It's a little bit of ice in here. It's a little.
I'm gonna get up and get a refill in a minute.
Ice good than a mug, but yeah, pretty much. I forgot what the hell I was saying, but actually, I wanted to hold you hostage for a little bit more, and I wanted to talk about your boy, Mr. 41-year-old, Mr. Half Man, Half Amazing. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I think I have an idea.
Who might that be?
The only person I could be thinking of that you could be thinking of would be Vince Carter.
Wow, we on the same wavelength today. Yeah.
What about Mr. Vince?
I'm on some raggedy shit today. For real. Let's get into it. Well, you know, his old ass is going into his 21st season. I'm gonna pull up the article right now.
Yeah, so is Dirk Nowitzki. So I mean,
oh shit, I forgot he existed.
Yeah. And I know people be harping on that man age or whatever. I mean, if you still got it, you still got something left in the tank, man, play until you can't play no more. That's how I see that.
That's a fact. It says the NBA's oldest player. I guess they left out Dirk. Free agent forward Vince Carter has agreed to a 1-year, $2.4 million deal with the Atlanta Hawks. Wouldn't that be crazy if Melo stayed on the Hawks and they had Vince Carter and Melo on the same team? That'd be fucking crazy. It says Carter, 41, will be starting his 21st season in an NBA career during which he has scored 24,868 points. God damn. That's crazy. I just hate that he keeps being on shitty teams, man. It's like, damn, man. I can't believe no good teams will pick up this veteran, man. He'd be such a powerful force in the locker room. I mean, a lot of the players in the NBA right now just idolize Vince Carter, man, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I love Vince Carter, and I can tell you, my mom, like, she loves her some Vince Carter. Like, that's her bae right there. And I don't know, a couple of people, or a lot of people actually, who are saying, why didn't the Warriors call that man? Why, because they were saying, there was one, I read that there were some people who were saying he would be the one player that wouldn't get shit for going to the Warriors and getting a ring. That's what people were saying, that he would be the player that they wouldn't be mad at for going there.
Oh. That's a fact.
He was drafted by the Warriors. If a lot of people may not know that, but he was drafted by the Warriors.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
But he wasn't there very long. I believe they traded with the Raptors, I believe.
Yeah, but did he play a game or two with the Warriors, or did he just get immediately traded, kind of like Kobe Bryant?
I'm thinking I'd have to kind of recall, because that's been a long time ago. In 1998, I was, I'm not even gonna tell my age.
Well, Dre is going on 25 in a couple months, guys. So you guys got a very happy birthday to the Queen.
You talking my birthday just passed, man.
Yeah, she's going paintballing for her birthday, so hopefully she don't get shot in the hair. So pray for her.
Whatever. But yeah, I mean, like, it would be cool for Vince to go back to the Warriors or even the Raptors. I'm thinking more like he's more synonymous with the Raptors than he ever was with the Warriors. So
right.
It would have been cool for him to go there and retire.
No, absolutely. Even if he, just like Paul Pierce did, even if he, does the whole 1 day type deal.
Right.
Yeah. That would definitely be crazy. But now that you say I love collecting classic like throwback jerseys. And if I get my hands on a Vince Carter Golden State Warriors jersey, it's a wrap. I'm gonna lose my mind if I get that. I'm definitely gonna go on Google and see what that's about. But right on I'm on the NBA website, right? I'm on NBA.com, and they keep talking about the Olympics. What is that in 2020?
It was like, this is the USA mini camp, so it's just getting prepared for that.
For like 2 years from now?
I mean, sometimes you got to get a head start on things.
Damn, a 24-month head start? God damn. Let me see. What else they got going on here? News. That's crazy. But yeah, they said the Olympics are going to be, they're saying the Olympics are going to be in Tokyo, but I thought the Olympics were going to be in Los Angeles. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm sipping or something. I don't know.
Are you confusing? I was going to say, are you confusing that with the All-Star game or?
I thought the Olympics were going to be. I don't even want to listen to that. All right, Geico, you just.
I say, shout out to D10 in the chat up there. He's over there defending. He's up there. D10's out there defending his boy KD.
Oh shit!
I just gotta say this, D10. You talking about he's about to get his third Finals MVP, and I'm like, no, that's Steph's. That belongs to Steph, okay?
Oh shit! Niggas done started something.
I'm gonna let you know. That second Finals MVP was supposed to be Steph's, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. That's still fresh. That's still fresh.
The one last year, the one that just happened.
Yeah, the one that just happened. That should have been Steph Curry's Finals MVP, but we're not gonna talk.
Rewind. What makes you feel that? I feel like Steph kind of dropped the ball. He had it. He could have had it, but I feel like he dropped the ball.
Man, you know what? I feel like, okay, KD, KD's a good player. He's a great player even. And of course, yeah, he kind of did he was kind of slacking a little bit, but they gave him that for that shot in game 3, and of course his triple-double in game 4 and all of that. But, I feel like Steph really kind of showed up and showed out, except for that one game that KD took over in.
Yo, D10 is turning up.
That's it.
Hey,
if anything, maybe they should have had co-finals MVPs. But it's whatever.
I think Kevin Durant earned that. I think everybody wanted Steph to get it. I think his team even tried to help him get it, but he was just throwing up a lot of bricks, man. It looked like he was out there trying to build a clubhouse. Let's be honest, Drea.
in one game out of 4.
But that was it. Well, I'm gonna say this. That was his game. That one game, that was his game. They was trying to give it to him. Let's be honest.
Okay, I mean, hold on. Let's see what D10 says.
D10 turn it up for you.
Curry would never win a Finals MVP for as long as KD is on the team, and KD tried giving him the Finals MVP and still couldn't get it. In the biggest game. Well, I mean, it is what it is. I feel like if I'm Steph Curry, people put a lot into the whole individual awards and accolades and whatever. But if we're going to go by individual awards and stuff, I'm like, Steph shouldn't care. He's got, it's regular season MVPs, but he was the first unanimous MVP back-to-back. I feel like I would value that a little bit more than just a finals MVP, because in the whole grand scheme of things, he's got 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 championships. Okay, he got 3 rings. I wouldn't have a damn care in the world about a finals MVP if I got 3 championships and more coming.
D10 said he got time today. He said, hey, listen, Queen, all right, I respect you and how you moving, Mother Goddess, but look, I got time today. So you could catch me in the chats.
Yeah. Okay, 3 quick rings. Hey, a ring is a ring, okay? And he got at least one of those rings before KD even got there. And almost had a second ring before KD even got there, but we know what happened in that situation.
Nah, Drea, slow down, Drea. We know you from the Bay. And we know you just created your own YouTube channel. Everybody go subscribe to Drea from the Bay. Everybody go subscribe. Now, we got to slow down because we already know D10, that's family. That's family. He white though, but that's family. That's family. Salute to Kevin.
You don't even have to be a GS fan. I'm just saying, if you're talking about quick rings,
Hold on. Slow down. I'm gonna paint the picture for you. Context. Kevin Kelly, respect Jamaica. Respect. This is the big homie right here, Kevin Kelly. He's also a content creator on YouTube, Drea. So slow, you you can give it to him, but just that's family, okay? That's family, though.
You don't see me. I'm not even going off. I'm not even mad about anything. I'm not even a YouTube content creator, so I don't really care about none of that. But I'm just saying.
We just looking for another female that's on your level that you can debate sports with. That's all. Once we get that,
why does it have to be a female? I can debate with just as good with the guys. It don't matter who you are.
Absolutely, but I would love to see you flame a female. That's just my opinion.
You don't want to see me flame a dude.
It's just something about you flaming another female. I don't know what it is. It's just something I couldn't take my eyes off of. That's all. I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay, I'm reading what D10 is saying in the chat now. He's talking about Warrior fans better be happy this season because they will win again. But KD is going to LA next season.
That's what they said.
But does it matter? Like, I'm just gonna say this. You know, people feel like, or people act like KD is what makes this team. This team was already historically great before he got there. Hence, one of the reasons he went there in the first place.
Bars.
So this team was great before KD. This team will more than likely be great after him. He is. It's more. It's like. It's. I don't want to use an analogy here, but it's more like, you know, when people saying the rich get richer and all this stuff, they'll continue to be rich after them. I mean, provided they're still healthy. You know, Steph is still being Steph. You know, I'm just saying this team is good with or without KD.
So, Miss Drea, are you saying that?
And let me just say this for a fact.
All right.
This team is still Steph's team. This team would still go as Steph goes. I'm just gonna let you all out there know that.
It's a fact. And that might be a reason why Kevin Durant eventually leaves, because he knows it'll never be his team. But my question to you is, Dre, do you think that if LeBron and Kevin Durant joined up on the Lakers would, and you know, let's say the Warriors stayed together, nobody left, who will win that? Do you think the Warriors would still beat the Lakers even if they acquired Kevin Durant?
I'm going to say this. It would be entertaining to watch, and it will certainly, I feel like, I guess, make the league more competitive, quote unquote, as people are saying. And who knows? I can't predict the future. I mean, it would be some good games to watch, but we still have these three guys on our team, and maybe even countless others who might want to come for all you know. And I'm just throwing some mess out there. Next, Westbrook may sign with the Warriors. I would personally hate
that. Would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
I'm just saying, just to throw something highly unlikely to happen. Westbrook on the Warriors or James Harden on the Warriors, two people I would hate to see on my team, and they went to the Warriors. Who knows? You know, I mean, it's a good chance that you can put LeBron and KD together and they absolutely destroy the Warriors or anybody else. Or it may be the other way around. We don't know. All you have to do is continue to watch and see. That what makes the NBA one of the most exciting sports to watch. Because even though you say you already know what's going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, you don't really know. Shit's very unpredictable for the most part.
I feel like a lot of it, though,
free agency can be unpredictable.
That's a fact. But I feel like a lot of it comes down to a system. LeBron plays playground basketball, you know, and Kevin Durant you know, he plays a lot of isolation. Damn, girl, the big gulp is finished. We can hear.
Anyway, let me go ahead and let me say this.
You cook. I know you thirsty. You cooking, but damn.
Let me just say this.
You know, get this lady a refill. What is this? Shit.
Man.
Yo, D10, you got this female thirsty. She is cooking your ass.
Whatever. See, now back to the sports stuff.
I think it comes down to the system.
Well, I mean, and even then, you know, KD he still has a nice amount of OKC ISO KD in him. And if we're talking about LeBron, he's a good player, maybe even a historically great one. But if they called half the crap they should be calling on LeBron,
that dude has mastered the art of traveling. Talk about it.
You want to talk about who's mastered that? Who? That is James Harden.
Oh yeah, you're right. See, that's why I fuck with you, Drea.
That step back is a travel every time.
And you know, you see now other players are copying that same exact step back, and I'm like, wow, traveling is now, you know, like it's legitimate now. Let me
go ahead and say, D10. I admire your dream. Your dreams. You've got some dreams, man. I love the fact that you are sticking with your dreams, man. You know,
that Steph Curry travel all the time.
No, he said Curry is a product of illegal screens.
Oh shit! I thought he was talking about Steph Curry traveling.
No, he said everyone travels.
illegal screens. How you feel about that? I think they be setting nice, hard, good picks.
I mean, some of the stuff they do moving screens, but I'm like, well, if you want to say that a lot of teams do the moving screens, not everybody doesn't get called on stuff that they should get called on. But, that's the nature of the game, I guess. I can't get mad at Harden, even though I see him doing lots of crap that should be called. But, I mean, it is what it is, though. I feel like I would like Harden so much better if he didn't whine and didn't fish for fouls. But, I mean, I've seen Curry do some of the stuff that I've seen Harden do. But I feel like that's because Curry's probably like, well, y'all let this dude get away with this. Let me try to see if I can get away with it,
And can I ask you a question? Why do people praise, James Harden and he got the MVP, got the most valuable player of the NBA's regular season for solely his offensive skill set. But then they turn around and bash other players. He plays no defense, but then they turn around and bash other players like, we'll say, an Isaiah Thomas or pretty much like a Carmelo Anthony for not playing defense. But I'm like, they're all the same player. They're all just offensive minded, really great offensive skill set players that none of them play defense. None of their focuses are on defense. But why doesn't anybody bring up, James Harden or hold these other players accountable the same way? You know what I mean? When it comes to these talking points.
Well, people pick and choose what they want to be outraged about or what they want to, let pass or give which players they give a pass to. Because, it's like that narrative they want, like, oh, OKC had 3 MVPs,
That is
the
true.
the KD, Westbrook. I feel like me personally, and this is not me being biased. This is my opinion, and it hopefully does not come out as biased. But I feel like the last true deserving MVP went to Steph Curry in his unanimous year because keep it real, Steph Curry went off that one season, and yeah, they didn't get that ring at the end of it, but during the regular season, this dude was unparalleled. And then after him, of course, Westbrook got it. Westbrook got it for stat padding and triple doubles. And then James Harden got it for flopping and going to the line and shooting all those free throws. That's my opinion.
I want to say something to D10. Respectfully. I love you, brother, but I'm about to drop kick you in the kneecap, both kneecaps. Are you telling me that James Harden? Okay, you said James Harden is based on effort, not the ability. So you saying Isaiah Thomas can't defend, but James Harden can. He just chooses not to. But he was on Shaq and a fool every other week for not being capable, not caring or being capable of playing any type of defense. Is that what you're telling me, sir? I'm just curious. He said Isaiah Thomas equals barbecue chicken. God, I don't believe that. I don't subscribe to that. I've watched Isaiah Thomas specifically in that game where they traded his ass to the Lakers and then the Lakers played the Cavaliers. Isaiah Thomas single-handedly willed that team to beat LeBron after they got rid of his ass, right? And Isaiah Thomas was playing some of the best defense I've ever seen a 4'12" nigga play. And that's how I feel.
I'm telling you, D10 up in the chat. D10 up in the chat with these lies, fairy tales, and
he said barbecue chicken. God, baked or fried, nigga.
And it says Curry's hiding behind threes. Like I hate that narrative that people think all Curry does is shoot threes. If you ever watched this game or watched him for more than a game, you would notice he doesn't just hide behind threes. He does a lot of different stuff out there on the court. It's crazy, but that's the narrative that's out there. And you want to say, and you know what? And people say that Golden State all they do is shoot threes when they're like, what? They were like number 14 in three-point attempts last season.
Are you serious?
Yes. I mean, and I'm thinking, actually, it was the Rockets who were probably number one, I believe. And the Rockets were the ones in that last game, Game 7 of the West Conference Finals, that had like 27 missed threes in a row. And I'm like, when your three ball ain't firing, it ain't falling. You got to do other stuff.
I will say one thing.
What was working. They stopped feeding Capella in the paint and just started chunking up all kinds of threes instead of feeding Capella or going to the basket like they were doing.
Mid-range God, aka Durantula. I agree with that. Kevin Durant, you can't guard that nigga. 7 foot tall. He got the handles of a goddamn Allen Iverson. You cannot guard him. Even if you double team you, he might still fuck you up. So I mean, that's why I feel like Kevin Durant is the best player in the league right now, and he might be the best offensively skilled basketball player of all time. That's my opinion.
He's a scorer. That's one thing I give KD. KD is a scorer. He can score from anywhere.
And he's so consistent with it, and he's so confident with it. It's a beautiful game, and that's why I'll never understand how, if you have a player that's active right now that we can watch in his prime, how the hell is LeBron the best player in the world when LeBron can't even make 3 free throws in a row to tie the Philadelphia 76ers in a regular season basketball game? I'm just saying. LeBron makes the first free throw and then misses the second. Goddamn. And then the third one, he just chucks it off the front of the rim. I'm like, come on, man. If you're the best player in the world, shouldn't you be able to make 3 free throws in a row? I'm just saying. That's neither here nor there, though. How you feel about Dwayne Wade going to Chinatown?
Now, that's something I hadn't heard of, but I do recall seeing that, he was still a free agent or whatever.
Right.
But that is not saying that he's accepted it, right? He's gotten offers.
You feel like Dwayne Wade is washed? Like he might as well hang it up?
If I felt that way about Dwayne Wade, I would probably say I felt that way about Dirk, or I felt that way about Vince. I'm like, if you can still play.
Right. What do you think he brings to a team? You know what I mean?
He brings that vet presence. I mean, he obviously, D Wade back in his prime was
the Flash.
He was that dude. He was a good basketball player. And I mean,
damn. D10 is so blunt with his shit. God damn.
Man, I had to close the chat because D10 just running out now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so D10, if you saying that about Dwayne, how do you feel about Dirk in his 21st season or Vince in his 21st season? Do you feel like they're washed and their time is over as well?
Oh God. It says Dwayne Wade gets a 3-year, $25 million contract offer from team in China. Now, is that yen or is that American dollars? It says the monster offer is on the table. Zhejiang Golden Bulls offered a contract to Dwayne Wade, 3 years, $25 million. I can't see Dwayne Wade playing in China, man. I mean, maybe just to get that bag, but at the same time, goddamn, that would be crazy.
No, you talking about D Wade? I can't see Gabby Union wanting to be in China for 3 years.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He goes where she goes. I completely forgot she existed.
How you gonna forget that beautiful black queen existed?
No, yeah, all that. But all that. But yeah, when I think of D Wade, I definitely don't think of Gabrielle Union, man. And honestly,
when I think of D Wade, all I think about him with his ass up in the air and Gabby talking about don't be afraid to eat butt. But that should be for another podcast. I'm sorry.
True. You know I gotta edit that out, right?
I didn't say nothing.
What the hell? All right. This is a family program. I'm sipping right now. I'm gonna stop. Because I was about to double down on some.
I'm sorry. Right. I'm sorry. You know, you're gonna have to take me out back and tell me what the rules are. I deeply apologize. This is a family program.
You need to refill. I don't know what you're drinking over there, but you need a refill.
I was about to take another sip of my ice melting too.
I know you was. That must be. I don't know what's going on over there. Like, damn, you was done 28 minutes ago. Shit. Making the most out of that big gulp. She like you like Debo on Friday. Nigga was drinking the shit out that big gulp.
Well, this is not a big gulp, actually. This is a small gulp, but you know.
I could tell how fast you finished it.
Man, stick to sports. All right, don't worry about what I'm doing over here.
You and D10, if D10 was here, I know y'all be scrapping. D10 said she wants some lean. D10 said you on that little wave.
You know, I'm respectfully, as you like to say,
respectfully,
I ain't studying what D10 got to say.
Respectfully, I mean, shit. Oh damn, we didn't talk about pretty much everything that's going on the in the league today, man. I respect you for coming through, Miss Drea. I respect your time. You know what I'm saying? You over there. You I'm definitely glad that you're staying hydrated and all that.
And I'm sipping right now, and you can't hear it. Aren't you proud? You don't hear nothing now.
Well, yeah, because you actually have liquids in the cup. So it is that.
Okay, D10, you spit back. So you're talking about why, and respectfully, and I'm not trying to bust your balls here or nothing like that. So how come the first thing you jump to is cough syrup and Jolly Ranchers? Like, what's up with that, homie? What's up with that, bruh?
Let me find out. You be screwed up, D10. Let me find out you be screwed up, man. I was about to ask you a question, Dre.
This is a drug. I know it's a joke. I'm just letting you know this is a drug-free zone over here, player.
It's a family program, okay? Let's see. Well, shit. Anything else you want to talk about, Miss Drea, from the business? Anything else in the NBA before that? Any breaking news you holding on to before I find out?
I have nothing else to offer at the moment. I mean, if I hear something, I'll let you know, and I'll put you up on it.
Well, you know, I do want to say this before we get up out of here. Is there any way you and D10 could reach some sort of common ground, something both of y'all agree on, middle ground, hashtag? You feel me? Is there anything, D10, do you agree with anything Drea from the Bay is saying? Drea from the Bay, do you agree with anything D10 is saying? It's all love, it's all family here, but damn, y'all kind of like that brother and sister that just don't agree on shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's all love here in my direction, and I'm putting love back out there into the universe. I have nothing against D10. I mean, it's like, you know, it's the debate. If we got something we can disagree on.
Well, can we agree on this? Steph Curry is the best shooter in the NBA right now.
Hold on. I'm going to say this. He is the best shooter in the NBA right now.
He said Curry is a top 5 talent that she would agree. He's a top 5 talent. No, the question, D10, is Curry the best shooter, period, in the NBA right now? Yes. Okay. All right. How do I end this stream? All right. Well, I'm glad y'all could agree on something. It's family. Family. It's family.
I rarely disagree on much, but I mean, sports and everybody has their opinions on who's the greatest. And I mean, I agree that he is kind of, like I said, he's up there in the clouds with this LeBron and KD thing. And I mean, it could happen. It could. But I'm just saying, man, we don't know. Stick to what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the future, yeah, LeBron and KD could, run through the league.
And then there's going to be a massive falling out.
Right now, this is Golden State's time. I mean, I remember a time when they sucked, okay? They sucked like crap. They sucked, all right?
It was only a couple years ago.
I mean, not even you may be talking about the more recent. I'm talking about throughout time. They kind of suck.
Did they suck like Knicks suck? Like Nets suck?
I'm talking about Run TMC and the We Believe and all of that. I mean, even though We Believe they had that little thing going on where they knocked out that one seed, I'm good, But I'm just saying, there was a time when this team sucked. There was a time when Curry was on this team where nobody knew he would be who he became because, he had glass ankles. He was always injured, And then we got the other guys that came on this team. They built themselves from the ground up, These are guys nobody was thinking, oh, he's the number one first round pick, whatever. And you talking about this was before KD's arrival. D10, baby, let me talk to you for a minute. I don't know if you know.
But, you got real close to the mic.
I just want to make sure you knew this. I just don't know. But this team went 73-9 before KD. I mean, did you know that?
Cook.
I mean, they lost 9 times in an 82-game season before KD. Don't that blow your mind? I mean,
D10, stand your ground. Stand your ground, homie.
Okay. I'm a low key. I need you to. I
drank 2 Heinekens already.
Low key, I need you to drop the bomb effect for mind blown. I need D10's mind just blew.
Yeah, we that. Damn.
Did they win?
Oh, damn. No? Why'd you have to go there, D? Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you said you forgot they won the ship that year. Okay. And.
Oh, shit.
And, I mean, here's the thing, babe. This team was historically great before KD. And I know you got your hand up KD's ass right now. And I have nothing against that whatsoever. I mean, cool, because I like KD too, just like you do. But I mean, this team's gonna go as Steph goes, with or without KD. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You just you know what? I'm gonna let D10 have that because we ain't gonna agree on that. So we just gonna respectfully agree to disagree.
Well, let me ask you a question, Drea. Did you grow up like just you were born a Warriors fan? You was Dub Nation before they call it that?
Man, if I had to tell you, dude, most people in my family were just they're born Warriors fans. It's like a birthright.
Town.
but even still, like me growing up, it wasn't just Golden State for me because I grew up in the era of watching Jordan, Shaq. I watched a lot of historically great players come and go. You know what I mean? And at this time, this is Golden State's time. This is Steph Curry's time. This is KD, LeBron, whoever. And I'm looking forward to the great players who are going to come after them. So it's really not just about me loving the Warriors. I'm not biased because I like a lot of other teams and a lot of other guys besides the Warriors.
Okay.
So hopefully that answers your question.
All right. Well, I got family up in the chat.
I see John Hardy up in there.
Yeah, family. What's up? John Hardy says his moon is in Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Oh shit, John going in.
You know what else? D10 sounded like CJ McCollum over there. Respectfully.
Allegedly. He said John finished saying Mercury, which is the planet of communication. More to come. John Hardy also says his Mars is in Aries, so he can be impulsive with his communication. He has no breaks right now. Lamar Odom is revisiting his past from 2015. D10 says Dub Nation getting cocky. He talking sneak dissing. Not realizing that KD guarantees them a ring. Without him, the Warriors ain't doing nothing.
Let me say this. Let me ask you.
He said respectfully. He said respectfully.
I have to ask you, since we're using the word respectfully, are you a Lakers fan? If so, how long you been a Lakers fan? Because were you a Warriors fan before LeBron or was it after LeBron? I'm just curious.
Oh shit. That man said respectfully. That's hilarious. Hold up. Y'all so silly.
I just want to know. That's all. I just want to know.
Y'all so damn silly.
I just feel like, because it's the D10 seems like one of those guys that are just so happy that the Lakers are out of that pool of irrelevancy.
Well, D10 was probably drew up the mural for LeBron. He was like, the king is home.
Okay, he says he's not a Lakers fan, but he will be when that 35 wears the jersey.
Okay, I can respect that, D10. I can respect that.
Well, number 35 wears a Warriors jersey right now, so you might as well just give it the program.
I don't know. I really don't think, man. I really never thought I'd see, Kevin Durant joining up with LeBron. How do you whoop somebody's ass that the entire media, their whole narrative is this man is better than you and you'll never be better than him, and then you want to go play with him? Like, you got to be a different type of beta male.
This is what I'm curious about. So all the people who call KD soft for going to the Warriors, is he going to be soft if he moves to the Lakers and plays with LeBron? Anybody got an answer for that? Is he still soft if he makes that move?
And then who's going to be, the best player on the team? Are they going to say LeBron is the best player on the team? Like, are they going to say, how they tried to do Kawhi? They said Kawhi plans on joining LeBron. They just Kawhi beat LeBron and took the NBA Finals and guarded him. And you see how fast they threw him under the bus like that and tried to switch up the whole narrative? That shit is absurd. That shit really pissed me off. I'm not even going to lie. That shit really pissed me off when they did that.
And here's another thing. He keep calling Curry glass ankles. But do you know what glass ankles Curry has accomplished since those ankle injuries and the ones he continues to have? I'm going to say this. I'm not like, okay, people say everybody loves an underdog or whatever. I'll say this about Curry specifically. There was a time people were saying he wouldn't make it in the NBA. He wouldn't do this. He wouldn't do that. He's too small. He's too frail. He can't do anything. And you're seeing 6 injuries. 6! Whereas this glass ankle,
not one, not two.
This glass ankle 6-time injured player is a 3-time champion, a 2-time unanimous MVP, and this team is built around him and his talents. This team goes as he goes. This team probably wouldn't have even made it to the finals without him. And your boy Kevin Durant would even agree with me saying this. So, what? Okay,
that's a fact, John. Salute.
He's saying.
That's a fact.
And here's the thing. Y'all talk about Kevin Durant. Curry is the one who is underrated. I put it like this.
But Dre, can I ask you a question?
What's that?
Can I ask you? Can I ask you? Can I be on my Hotep shit, Queen, Mother Goddess? Can I take it there? Is Curry really underrated, or does he just not? Does he kind of play to the level of competition when it's that time? Because Curry
is underrated. He's severely underrated because a lot of people are so engrossed with the 7-foot genetic athletic freaks. They're talking about okay, how athletic LeBron is, or what, the way that Kevin Durant can score. But I mean, and then y'all completely shit on people like Isaiah Thomas or Stephen Curry because they're smaller in stature or whatever. I mean, this is really just crazy.
And you know what's so crazy? How do you know how tall Steph Curry is? He's what, 6'2", 6'3"?
His listed height is 6'3".
6'3"? That's not. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's.
It's not that even. That's actually 6'3" is actually pretty tall in the average world. We're not talking about the NBA world. That's tall in the average world. But he's surrounded by all of these genetically tall freaks of nature out there. So he gets underrated a lot. I mean, it's even watching him play basketball, and he doesn't get the same respect from the referees as some other people who get superstar calls that he doesn't get.
Right.
I'll even venture to say, even though that call benefited my team to a certain extent, that call in the NBA Finals that got reversed with that Kevin Durant,
the charge.
The charge.
Yeah, I think it was a charge. But
if Steph wouldn't have gotten that call reversed in his favor if that were him.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I was definitely a charge. I mean, I saw LeBron's whole leg was still moving. His body was still moving when he, just because you run into somebody that's already dribbling in a direction doesn't make it a fucking charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, I don't even respect players that really, I don't respect the whole charge shit. Like, play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I go to the gym and I play, nobody out there trying to get charges. Like, come on, man. I mean, I get it when to use it as a tactic in the professionals and the pros, but I mean, come on, LeBron. You're almost 300 pounds, 7, 8, and you trying to get a charge instead of swatting the ball? You should have played defense, bro. That's just my opinion. You should have went up. That's my opinion. People are arguing over a charge. If that's the best player in the world, get the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Go up with him. That's just my opinion, though. That's my opinion. But I've stood next to dudes that are like 6 foot, 6'3", and yeah, in the average world, that is pretty tall. But like you said, these dudes in the NBA are like 6 and up. It's crazy. So I mean, that's why I definitely I definitely give
D10. Okay, I just read what D10 said, and you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and say I'm gonna leave you with your thoughts on that, because I mean, you want to call me biased, I'll take it. If you want me to be biased, I'll be biased. So I'm just gonna say, just enjoy your basketball, honey. That's all.
Hold on. Let me. Ethan says the NBA doesn't treat him like KD and Bron. And first of all, KD and Bron don't get their calls just as much as Curry. Stop being biased, Drea from the Bay. They are all the same. Bron gets fouled all the time, but you see the difference is Bron plays football on the basketball court.
Exactly. You talking about? He said Bron gets fouled all the time, but I'm like, I see Bron committing a lot of fouls all the time as well.
D10, respectfully, let's be objective. How many times during the motherfucking finals was LeBron, when he was, had the ball in his hand, was he shoving Curry off of him with his offhand? Let's be honest, because Steve Kerr gave you guys more than enough footage.
And I even recall a game where he literally threw Jordan Bell down on the ground. He literally threw.
Yes.
He literally
shoved
threw
him.
Jordan Bell.
Shoved him. Yeah, shoved him.
Just
no call
on the ground. No call.
No call. Play ball.
Okay, he said that's ball. Like D10 is saying that's basketball.
That's not basketball, D10. That's football. He's in the wrong sport. Now,
in what world is that basketball? What world is that a basketball?
Listen, and we're not ganging up on you, no shit like that. I'm being objective. But this is the thing, D10. If LeBron was on the Patriots doing that shit to the opposing teams, I'd be riding with you, homie. I'd be like, fuck them. But this is basketball. Basketball is a skill. It's a skill sport. It's grace in it. It's not.
D10 D10 said this is a kids game. You deserve pain. He said this isn't a kids game.
Fucking ads popping up on my computer. I don't even know.
So this is crazy though. Like D10 saying this is a man. He's saying this is a man's game. This is not a kids game. But I'm like, there are rules in basketball, like honey. God. And I'm saying being shoved, elbowed, kneed, whatever, those are not basketball plays. I'm sorry.
Now, look, now he's offensive foul. You can't shove somebody off from the playground to the pickup basketball to the pros. You can't shove somebody off of you with your offhand. You can do that in football. That's the difference. Those are the difference in rules. But you can't do that. You can't do that, man. Just be honest. You can't do that shit. Can't do that, man. That's where the skill comes in, the grace, the shooting, the pull-ups, the dribbling off the ball, the running off the screens. It's really a game of grace. Michael Jordan didn't have to push people off of him. He crossed you the fuck up.
This just takes me back to the West Conference Finals when I can't remember who it was that Harden was kind of elbowing off with his arm or elbow or whatever. I can't remember which player that was, but he got called for an offensive foul, and he just stood there looking dumbfounded, like he couldn't believe that they called that on him. Like, dude, what did you expect? You elbowed this man in the chest twice to create space.
Right.
Like you literally thought she was gonna get away with that in front and right in front of the referee.
But Drea, we're not talking about why he's doing that. The reason why LeBron is shoving people off of him is because he's just too old to get around people. His first step is going. He's too old. So he has to, when he's driving, his offhand is literally like, pushing his defender off of him so he can get around him and then make his little layup or dunk or dish it to the corner. That's what he's doing. His first step is gone. You know what I'm saying? Look at LeBron's first step and then look at Kyrie's first step or James Harden's first step or even Steph Curry's first step. You can tell the difference if you actually paid attention and you watch the game and shit. But I will say this. I do admire a player that does use their physical attributes, in their favor. Like, for example, you saw when LeBron threw the ball off the backboard on some Tracy McGrady shit and yammed that shit was beautiful. Or even when LeBron posts up and bodies people. Yeah. But there's a difference between a foul and a violation than just, you know what I'm saying? Bodying up and posting up. There's a major difference and shit. And I just don't respect that shit. Kevin Durant ain't got to do it, and he dropped more buckets. Oh yeah.
Well, in the hindsight, people would say Kevin Durant don't have to do it because while he is tall, he's not. I guess it's physically imposing and say LeBron or somebody maybe. You don't have that body mass.
That nigga is a gazelle. Tell me he isn't graceful as fuck. No homo.
Oh my God. Okay, D10. I'm sorry. I'm just reading this stuff.
You never know, though. You never know. The NBA might cut Curry off.
You know what? You gotta get D10 on the mic because I actually have to hear him say this stuff with a what I'm assuming is a straight face. I have to.
D10 could be trolling the shit out of you, though. To be.
That's what I said. That's why I said he could be trolling. I don't know. You
were like, I'm gonna raise this girl blood pressure today.
Nothing like this. This is all love, baby. Basketball does not raise my blood pressure. Even when I was watching my team lose 3-1, lose that 3-1 lead or whatever, that didn't raise my blood pressure. So I'm chilling, honey.
Okay, well, one day we're gonna try to get D10 up on the mic, man, and we definitely gonna try to get more people.
Dude, you can't use your opinions and call it facts. I'm like, D10, everything you just said was your opinion.
He said Curry fans are easy to rile up. God.
And here's the thing, I'm not even riled up. I'm sitting here cheesing from ear to ear, just chilling. I'm like,
Drea, are you necessarily a Curry fan, or are you more just a Warriors, Warriors fan?
I am a Warriors fan, but I actually rock with Curry like that. Because
Okay.
I appreciate him as a basketball player. I appreciate what he brings to the table, and he is, to me, my opinion. I'm not calling it fact, D10. My opinion. He is one of the most exciting players to watch in the league today. Not the LeBrons, not the KDs, not the Westbrooks, and all that athleticism people love to talk about. But to me, Curry is probably the most exciting player in the NBA to watch. And I hear a lot of people saying the same thing. They come to the game specifically to see Curry. And I see, like, if he's not playing, there's some people who are like, okay, KD's gonna be playing, but Steph's not. I want to see Steph. I've heard people say that a lot of the time. KD is a good basketball player, but he's not necessarily exciting to watch. But that's my opinion, and I'm not calling it a fact. See how I did that? See how I did
Wait.
that?
You said KD isn't that exciting to watch?
I'm speaking from me, my personal
Damn.
opinion.
Damn, you hurt my feelings a little bit.
I mean, it's just like these time my people don't like to watch dominant players anymore. Whatever. I mean, I get, I can watch LeBron. Like I said, I don't even hate LeBron. I don't even watch him. I went to a Cavs game to watch him play because I said, you know what? I've never seen LeBron play in person. So I'm gonna go to a Cavaliers game or whatever and watch him. And I did that. So I can see in person, not just on TV, but in person, what it is about this dude that got people being bronze sexuals and stuff. So
why they do Riley like that?
I'm saying I like basketball and I like all aspects of basketball, but if we're talking about my favorite player, of course, that's going to be Curry. Like my current active favorite player is Curry. Okay, I mean, and I make no, I don't hide that.
That's a fact.
I'm not biased. Curry has his faults. Like I said, and I said it, he's not the most athletic player out there, the most explosive player. He's not the most physically imposing player. No, but that's one of the reasons I like him, because he can still be out there and be dominant without being dominant as whatever D10's definition of dominant is.
Doesn't
Curry is still a dominant player.
Doesn't it speak though to like we were saying earlier that there is no loyalty in the NBA, but doesn't it kind of speak? Doesn't a little loyalty had to be there when they had Monte Ellis, and they could have chose Monte Ellis over Curry because Monte was going in, he was putting in work, but they chose Steph Curry, and now look at him. You know what I mean?
Well, Monte and Steph weren't necessarily getting along, and I remember when they drafted Steph, Monte didn't really necessarily care for that because of a number of reasons.
Right.
So they weren't really kind of gelling, and Monte thought drafting Steph Curry was unnecessary.
I didn't know that. See, because I wasn't following the Warriors like that back then.
Yeah, so I mean, their chemistry wasn't the best back in the day. But I guess Golden State saw some potential in Curry or whatever. But I remember they traded Monte for, I think it was Bogut at the time, I believe.
Damn.
I'm trying to remember.
Yo, and Bogut came through for them too. Bogut was a great player, man. And he called himself being a diva, going to teaming up with LeBron right after the Warriors. That's some snake shit in my personal opinion. Like, you don't have to play with LeBron right after. Like, no, that's your rival. I mean, they're not even really rivals because they only won.
He didn't necessarily play with them because he broke his leg like a minute into the game.
But didn't he win a chip? Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so.
But still, it just shows you where somebody's heart is at. You know what I mean? Why would you? How I would never. If I was with the Warriors, I wouldn't dare want to play with LeBron. That anytime after that, I'd be like, that's my team. I'd rather play in Orlando or some shit. I'd be like, nah, I don't want to play with them.
Well, in that same vein, what about well, is it just because it's LeBron, or because you could use that same argument for, I guess, I don't know, Kevin Durant and his move to the Warriors and OKC.
Well, but I mean, like, because OKC didn't win. It's like Bogut won with the Warriors. Those were his brothers, right? Or that's how I would look at it if I was him. These are my brothers, and after I win, I don't want to. After that, whatever happens, I kind of want to maintain relationships if I consider people my family and my brothers and sisters. So I would be like, yo, just send me. No, I'll be like, send me somewhere else. I don't want to play.
Well, Bogut kind of Bogut kind of had, I guess he was feeling some type of way because, of course, this team brought in Kevin Durant, and then him and 5 other Warriors were no longer Warriors. So Bogut did talk a little trash afterwards. He felt a ways about it. Mm-hmm. So, I don't want to say that's understandable. I mean, he may have had his gripes. Maybe he wanted to return to the Warriors, and they were like, "Nah, we don't need you. We got KD."
D10.
So who knows what really went down with that?
D10. So, I'm gonna give you the homework. Your homework today, D10, is to download Google Hangouts for Android or iPhone or your computer, desktop. That's your homework, D10. We got to chop it up. You can't be going in this hard in the comments and not hop on the panel, family. But go ahead, Miss Drea. I apologize.
No, I pretty much said what I had to say on that. I mean, we definitely went way off topic because we started this to talk about KD and CJ, so we went way out there.
Sometimes that's gonna happen when you talking to the basketball expert. Sometimes it's gonna happen. I think you spoke a lot of enlightenment today. I think D10 is gonna, hopefully he does his homework so we can get him up on the panel and y'all can cook. You know what I mean? Shooters
or D10 can get cooked either way.
God damn it, Drea. Respectfully over here. Big gulp gang. She over there got her strawberry Fanta. God damn it. All right, well, shit, Dre. I held you hostage for 2 hours. This wasn't a part of the script, but fuck it. I appreciate you hanging out.
No, it's all love. I agree. Whatever D10, he can be the devil's advocate or whatever. I can be the devil's advocate or whatever. And he's talking about that won't happen ever. And what are you talking about, dude?
I love it. This is literally like an episode. This is better than First Take. This is better than Undisputed. This is better than all that. Fuck all that.
I mean, does he think we're Stephen A. Smith and Colin Cowherd or what's the other little dude I don't pay no attention
Nick
to?
Wright.
Not even Nick Wright.
Put some respect on his name.
Bayless. I'm talking about Bayless. Skip.
Skip.
I mean, still, you talking about NBA beef, and he's trying to beef with me in the comments, like.
Oh shit! He said Rob Parker. I fuck with Rob Parker. He be saying some shit, and you know who crazy? You know what's crazy? What's that dude, Jason Whitlock? I kind of be fucking with what he be saying. That dude be talking.
Don't ever admit that online.
I know, right? I'm not supposed to do that, right? I'm black too. It's a wrap. I'm a coon.
Don't do it. Don't ever.
But Jason Whitlock said on his show, he said, LA is going to riot when LeBron James doesn't win anything. And I was like, wow, that is so fucking true. And his whole panel was attacking him. I'm like, damn, I couldn't do it. I could not be a person that, I mean, even if it's just my truth, even if it's just my truth and I'm on a panel with like 3 other people and I'm getting attacked, I couldn't do it. I'd be like, dude, I'm just telling my truth. And honestly, I don't see LeBron winning a chip ever. This is my personal opinion. I don't think LeBron is going to make it to the playoffs. I don't think he's even going to get into the playoffs. When you look at almost every team in the West has a superstar, well, has an all-star or whatever, just has a really great player. And I just don't see it. I just don't see LeBron getting into the playoffs at all, period. And yeah, hopefully he doesn't. And hopefully I can brag about that. That prediction.
Now, this reminds me, because everybody was saying that the Lakers, now that they have LeBron and they have this new squad, they're saying, oh, well, we can challenge the Warriors now because we've got LeBron. And then, because I was browsing Twitter when this was going on, and this is actually where I saw it, because one Twitter user put up the win and loss record between the Lakers and the Warriors this past season, where he was saying, oh, we were right there. We pushed them in these 4 games. 2 of them went to overtime. And
who the hell said that?
Some Twitter user, and then a couple of people were like, dude, all 4 of those games were L's for the Lakers. Are you bragging about an 0-4 record?
He said, listen, bro, it was a good L. Oh, that was a good L though. What?
I mean, that's like, almost doesn't count. Like, you pushed them. It went to overtime twice. Almost doesn't count. You still took that L. And you feel like LeBron being there would, I guess, somehow make it more balanced. It could. We don't know. We don't know what the chemistry is going to be like with all these ragtag people that are on the Lakers now. He's got the goon squad. And, but this is crazy. It's crazy because people are like, oh, we going to get LeBron. We're going to get Kawhi. We're going to get PG. And you ended up with motherfucking Rondo, JaVale McGee, Lance Stephenson, Michael Beasley, and some old people. I'm like, okay, good luck with that.
What the fuck do they expect Michael Beasley to do? What, are you kidding me? So let me ask you a question. They pass on LiAngelo Ball, which is a spot-up shooter, which is LeBron proven that's what he needs to win. He needs spot-up shooters surrounding him. They pass on LiAngelo Ball and pick up Michael Beasley.
Well, I feel like LiAngelo, I guess whatever his name is, I don't want to call him unproven, but the NBA is like, well, I'm thinking they're probably thinking, well, we haven't seen him play out, ball out in college or whatever. I don't know, but I've always heard, because I don't know much about the Ball brothers or anything, that people have always said that out of the 3, LiAngelo is the worst basketball player out of the 3 brothers. And I don't know how true that is.
I think he's a hell of a shooter, man. He been, I don't know if you follow the JBL league, the LeVar Ball league, and even when he was over there in Lithuania, the dude puts up a lot of fucking points, man. I think in his JBL league, he put up, in his first game, he put up 50 points. And yeah, he shot a lot of shots, I think, but at the same time, you kind of gotta be a pretty good basketball player to put up 50 points. I'm just saying, in a regulation span, you know what I mean? And
who are they playing against though?
Well, they have in the JBL league, they have a whole bunch of players that they've recruited. You know what I'm saying? Like younger players that were recruited. So it's not, I don't think it's top players or anything like that. But I'm not sure.
Anybody can play like a 1 seed if you're playing against perennial 8 seeds.
But at the end of the day, you got to make the bucket, right? So no matter, that's how I feel. You got to, no matter how whack the nigga is in front of you guarding you, you got to make the bucket. Your shot got to be on. You got to, the ball got to go through that net. So that's how I always remember that. But it's just.
Well, I say this. Some people say, keep that same energy when they was talking about Jordan playing against farmers and stuff like that, and LeBron playing against the Warriors, but Jordan never played a team like the Warriors. He played against farmers and mailmen and all that stuff. Remember people were saying that? You gotta play who's in front of you, right?
Right.
Jordan played who was in front of him.
Jordan played the Pistons. He got his ass kicked by the Pistons. Didn't Jordan play the Celtics and the Lakers too?
I don't recall, dude. That was so long ago. But my point is, he had to play who was in front of them, just like you were saying. So, and I may be going slightly off topic here, but
We
it's just
all
that debate.
the name of this podcast is off topic. We ain't even.
I'm just saying. It was just that people were talking about the whole LeBron and Jordan debate, because a lot of LeBron fans are all like, well, Jordan never played super teams. He never played against quote unquote good ass basketball players the way LeBron had to compete against, the Goliath, who they're calling the Warriors, the Goliath.
Let's just be honest. You can tell this whole narrative is media driven, it's manufactured, it's a programming, right? Simply by this.
People fall into it, and people just eat that up.
Simply by this. And D10 is saying Jordan had a super team. We're going to get back to that. But let me finish this thought.
No, he said Jordan was the super team.
I don't even know what that means.
I guess he means Jordan. I guess he means that Jordan was the Warriors of his day.
So he was never mind. Let me finish this point. You can tell this whole Jordan fucking LeBron narrative bullshit is completely, it's like somebody made this up to sell to make money off of your programming, right? Simply by this. Jordan went to the NBA finals 6 times. He never lost. He went 6-0. LeBron went to the finals 9 times? He only won 3 chips, and out of 2 of those 3 chips, somebody else on his team hit the shot that led them to the victory, that led them to that championship.
Right.
When
that
Jordan
was, and that was Kyrie and Ray Allen.
And what was the highlight when Jordan won? Crossing a nigga up, legs looking like linguine. It's pasta night. You know what I'm saying? Like crossing somebody up and hitting that beautiful timeless shot over on somebody's head. A jumper, not a layup, not a block, a jumper on somebody in somebody's grill. That's basketball. That's the beauty. That's the art. That's the skill. That's the gracefulness. That's the game of basketball, in my personal opinion.
Well, I'm gonna say it's narratives and all of that. That's what makes the Bucks here. That's what keeps people coming back. That's what keeps people talking and keeps the NBA in people's mouths. It goes back to that. It's business. It makes money. So keep talking. I'll say keep talking your shit.
LeBron will never have 6 rings, man. Oh my god.
I mean, who knows what the future holds, I don't know if LeBron is gonna win any more rings. I mean, he could, but so could KD, so could Curry, so could whoever. I mean, who knows? That's what's so exciting. That's what's so exciting about this.
Drea, Queen, Mother Goddess. LeBron will never, in my opinion.
Don't you hotep me, dude.
Listen, the way shit is going, LeBron is never gonna win another ring unless he hops on the Warriors. Let's just be honest. Unless he gets on the Warriors and gets a ring coming off the bench. Let's just be honest. LeBron's not winning another ring. If LeBron wins another, listen, I remember just how bad it was. I remember I was at the beach with my family, and then we went to a restaurant and we were watching that game with the Warriors playing the Cavs, and the Cavs won in game 7, and I hated every fucking minute of it. And I was just like, wow. And honestly, it feels like the Warriors gave the game away. I didn't even feel like the Cavs won that game, to be honest with you. So I'm like, if LeBron ever wins again, man, honestly, I'll probably never watch basketball again because he's not going to earn it, man. He's not going to earn it. That's just my opinion. He's not going to earn it. He's not going to.
Do you feel like those 3 rings he has now that he earned those?
Hell no. Do you feel like I just took Kyrie hit the shot on Curry, right? He gets no credit, no finals MVP, no credit. He leaves, everybody bashes him. You serious? Ray Allen hits the shot. LeBron goes on and gets the MVP final. I mean, you can't. I mean, just for a person that actually uses their brain, you can't denounce, you can't ignore this shit. That's just my opinion. It should have been the same way Jordan was hitting the game-winning shots for his legacy, not only the game, but the legacy, right? For eternity. LeBron should have hit that shot like Ray Allen did. LeBron should have hit that three like Kyrie Irving did. If he is trying to, you know, if he wants to say, I deserve all of these accolades and all of this credit. That's just my opinion. You can't have somebody else doing your job for you and then you taking all the credit. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. Do you feel like he do you feel like he
I want to say this because like I said, I'm definitely not a LeBron fan. I mean, I respect the fact that he's a historically good basketball player. The greatest, I would never call him that. And I really honestly can't say I paid attention to LeBron in the finals unless he played the Warriors in the finals, obviously. So my question to you is, has there ever, I mean, of course, we obviously know the two games where he won the championship, the Kyrie shot, the Ray Allen shot, but in that other finals game, I'm assuming, did they win because of something he did there? I don't know. I didn't watch that finals.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Was that the finals? Was that the finals against OKC?
Drea, I don't even remember. I swear to you, I don't even. That's why I didn't bring it up. I don't even remember who he played or who he won. But what I do know is this: Spurs swept LeBron, and the Warriors swept LeBron. How many times did Jordan get swept? There you go. Here you go. It's
well, I mean, it's just that I hear. So you know what? Yeah, it was Miami versus OKC in 2012. So that's what that was.
Right. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, because that's the thing. I really don't remember. Like, I remember I know he got 3 rings, but I know those other 2. I know who was responsible for those 2 of those 3 rings, but I don't even remember that other ring. I don't remember who he played. I just don't remember. And I don't care enough about LeBron to go back into the archives and like actually type that into my like Google account and it show up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't care enough, right? But yo, shout out John Hardy in the motherfucking building. Shout out D10. D10 says LeBron is a freak, guys. Give him his due. He is a monster. Yes, I said he will be the greatest football player of all time. If he was on the Patriots, I'd be riding for him, bro. I'd be a LeBron stan. John Hardy says both times it stopped LeBron and Kobe from winning a ring. Let me see. John Hardy go. Oh, okay. Let me get right. John Hardy says Jordan sent some of his team members from the Hornets to stop LeBron and Kobe from getting rings. Hashtag chestnut checkers. I won't go deep into it. Look at who Jordan traded from the Hornets. 2 times it was against the teams Kobe and LeBron played. Yeah, I think I heard of that. I think I was watching a video on YouTube where they were saying like the Michael Jordan conspiracy with as far as the Hornets and shit. So yeah, I think I heard about that. But I mean, look, D10, everybody, we're giving LeBron his credit for his athleticism and shit. It's just that it's basketball and football are 2 different sports. You just have to play the game, you know, how it's meant to be played. And you can't be pushing people off of you. And then the referee's not calling offensive fouls. You know what I mean? And then when he does get called fouls, he's already initiating contact. You're running through people. I mean, at some point, yes, somebody has to stand in front of him and try to defend him. But I mean, if somebody's trying to come at you like a train, I mean, he's really out there damn near hurting people or trying to get people hurt. And I played basketball myself. You know what I'm saying? Dre, you play basketball, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I never, you know, I never played with, I don't know how girls play. I don't know how females play. I never personally, I mean, the gym that I go to LA Fitness, and sometimes females play, but they never play the way and the style that LeBron plays. But I've played with grown men that can't dribble, okay, that don't have no crossover, but they will drive to the bucket like a train, and they'll be 6'7", 6'8", and once they pick the ball up, it's straight elbows in your face until, on the way to the lane. Who's going to stand in front of that? That's just my personal opinion. Who's going to stand in front of that and get elbowed in their mouth and get their lip all bust up, their teeth knocked out? It's not that serious. Even if you're getting paid, it's not that serious. So that's, in my personal opinion, that's why LeBron has all these points. And, everybody looks at him the way they do. I mean, if I was that big, I'd be doing the same shit too. That's just my personal opinion, man. Where's the jumper at? Where's the crossover? Where's the step back? Where's the consistent three?
My thing is basketball is basketball, football is football. You shouldn't be trying to combine the sports. Okay, If you want to watch elbows and throwing bows and people getting thrown down, go watch some football, or go watch boxing or kickboxing or whatever, MMA, whatever. Go. Basketball is supposed to be an entirely different sport. I mean, I don't like who gets love or entertainment from watching people. I mean, watching people playing basketball, but throwing elbows and stuff.
Yeah.
Who gets appreciation, and who wants to see that though? Really, I'm guessing D10. Because he's in the chat talking about muscle.
He said extra muscle, baby. Listen, no, D10.
Dude, I'm just sorry.
I play basketball with people that really know how to play. I'm not saying professionals, but I'm saying people that really ball. People that can shoot the shit all day from 3-point. People that have crossover. I play basketball with people that really play. I pay to go to a gym to specifically play basketball with people that know how to play. No, we don't. He says, go play a serious game of basketball and you can get hurt seriously. No. There are players that don't. The players that you can get hurt from, and see, if you really play basketball, you'll understand what I'm about to say. The only players you can get hurt from really is the players that don't know how to play, is the players that are swinging their arms in your face and playing dirty, is the players that don't know how to just generally, don't know how to really play. That's the only way you can get hurt. Your teeth ain't supposed to get knocked out in a game of pickup basketball, even in a game of professional basketball. That's why they have rules. That's why they have rules in place. You know what I'm saying? Your teeth ain't supposed to get knocked out, and you're not supposed to be getting smacked in the face. Look at the NBA, and that's pickup. In pickup, you call your own fouls. But if we're talking about the league, in the league, you can't even touch anybody when you're guarding them. So come on. So if in the league you can't even touch somebody when you're guarding them, are you trying to say that it's okay for LeBron to shove people off of him? Or when he's driving to the lane, it's okay for him to put his, the same way they drive in football, he put his elbows up and, almost in people's faces? Come on, man. I don't buy that shit. I admire that dude's, physical talent. The dude is a fucking walking train. He's a train with fucking legs and a big toe. But I mean, all that other shit, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? And
apparently, according to D10, basketball has to be like that celebrity death match that used to be on MTV.
Damn, you took it way back. You took it to like 01.
I'm just saying, though. Apparently, that's the
I'm scared to play. Shit, I'd have to have D10 on my team, because if I played against them, I'd be like, shit, I know I'm about to get hurt. This dude about to step all over my baby toe.
That's the vibe I'm getting here. Like he wants to see them. He wants to see them playing. He wants to see them playing MMA on the court, mixed martial arts and stuff on the court.
Yo, Drea, D10 said, no blood, no foul, baby.
I'm just saying, man. Like, I can't, even as a female, even if I wasn't a female, can't be playing basketball with nobody who thinks it's perfectly okay to just elbow me in the mouth on the way to the hoop.
Right. And Dre, I want to ask you that before we get up out of here. Female, have you ever played, a female that plays like that? That's just like a locomotive running to the hole and is very just, physical, that it's to the point where if you're playing pickup, you can call a foul, you check it up. But if you're playing organized ball, the referee's gonna call a foul on you every time. But they're initiating the contact. That's fucked up.
I played in school, I played in college, and I can honestly say I haven't had too many incidents where another woman tried to barrel through, and I'm just gonna sit there and just wait for the elbow to come. Because honestly, if somebody throws an elbow at me on the way up, they're gonna call a foul on that, because you can't do that shit. You can't. And honestly, if I would have gotten elbowed, I probably would have got up and elbowed her back, and we really would have had some MMA. There you go,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you play the game the right way, that shit doesn't happen. But when somebody's being extra and being dirty and being just wait.
I'm gonna respond to D10. Yes, it is easy to accidentally, hit somebody or whatever, and you're going up for a layup and you go up with that person. Yeah, there's a risk that you might get elbowed or get a knee or
D10. I don't know why you want to body slam us while we just trying to play some basketball.
Man, he's talking about when I go for the block, I'm going to smack it out of your hand.
I don't know why D10 wants to give us a choke slam from hell, after he blocks us. I don't understand.
But I don't know now. Some of them be having those violent tendencies. I don't know. But, I mean, basketball is not supposed to be a violent sport. Okay?
But I'm sorry, Dre. You said that you have played with a chick that was aggressive like that?
I mean, no. I mean, we're all aggressive on the court. I mean, even me. But we're not... It ain't... Hold on, D10. It's not about being alphas and betas. You can... I mean, really, that shouldn't even be a part of basketball. It's a game, okay? Nobody's got to be out there playing like they're
D10, I wanna enlighten you on some information, because family, this channel is all about enlightenment. If you do your proper research, you'll understand that the definition of an alpha is a man that penetrates other men. So, yeah, I don't think that's the word you were looking for, sir. So, as you were saying, Drea.
I'm just saying, because I played basketball, so we understood that there were rules. There were things that we could and could not do on the court, and stuff we could intentionally do on the court. Okay,
right.
Oh yes, thank you, John Hardy.
Shout out John Hardy, man. That's a good man. Shout out to you. That's a good man. He's an Aquarius, by the way.
But I'm saying, there are basketball plays. Yeah, if you go up trying to contest a layup or something, you might get hit, and that's a part of the game. All right, I get that. But I'm just saying, if I'm checking someone, I'm guarding someone, and they try to elbow me off them, elbow to the chest or whatever. We don't. That's not a basketball play. You can't be doing that. Okay, or trying to throw me down if I'm guarding you. Not that this ever happened. I've never been thrown down in a game. But like Loki was saying, there's just certain things you can't do on the court. There are rules, man. They're rules, and they're there for a reason.
There's rules, and they're there for a reason. And we're gonna leave it on that note. I want to thank from the bottom of my heart, Drea from the Bay, joining me today. I held her hostage for a couple of hours. Shout out Low Key Drea from the Bay. D10 says, not purposefully. Sometimes you got to throw them bows. No, he says, elbows you turn and you get people off of you, swinging your elbows happens. Yeah, okay, all right. D10, I got you. I hear you.
Okay, D10, go watch some James Harden highlights. Go watch some James Harden elbow highlights.
Actually,
go watch Chris Paul. Matter of fact,
E10, go watch the tape of Chris Brown beating Rihanna. You in that mood right now?
Yeah, no. Tell him to go. Tell him on YouTube. Go watch Chris Paul's top 10 dirty plays.
Oh, this dude is relentless. I'm trying to end the live, man.
And he must seriously think that this is gonna get me triggered. I mean, he's talking about which one the game winner on Curry. I'm like, what are you even talking about, man?
But look,
I said Chris Paul and James Harden. I'm like, what game winner do you speak of? I'm just sitting here really kind of, I don't know.
But Drea, what you got planned the rest of the day? Are you gonna watch some highlights? What you gonna do? You gonna
Man, I have a life outside of basketball and dreaming about KD and LeBron, teaming up and stuff. So, oh, you're right, John. I love education and I love traveling. Oh, you talking about that? He means that step back travel that didn't get called. You know what? If I'm gonna watch some James Harden highlights, I'm gonna watch the one where 27 of those threes clanged and bricked off the the hoop. I go watch those, because that's my favorite. It's my favorite Rockets highlight to watch. The one where they missed 27 free throws in a row. At home in an elimination game in the West Conference Finals.
Yeah. Push.
I'm gonna watch the one. I'm gonna watch the specific one where Chris Paul does his little dance and hits.
The shimmy.
Yeah, the one where he hits his three and hits his shimmy in Curry's face, and then proceeds to fuck up his hammy.
God damn.
Once you shimmy on the shimmy, guys, you will never shimmy again. I'm just saying that's how it is.
All right, well, listen.
So if I'm gonna watch some highlights, I'll watch those.
Now listen.
Rocketeers are the most saltiest.
Listen, everybody. Listen, everybody. I need all of y'all. I need D10, John Hardy. I need y'all to go to Drea from the Bay's YouTube channel. She just created her own personal YouTube channel. Hopefully, she's gonna come out with some content soon. We are all dying to support her. All right, she might be doing something.
I'm gonna just keep this all the way a buck and tell you.
Shit.
I didn't just create the YouTube channel. I've had this channel for a while, but I don't broadcast. I don't make videos. I don't do none of that stuff. And I know low-key you trying to get me to do that, and maybe I will.
You gotta make at least one video. At least one. Even if you delete it.
He's talking about I'm hating on KD. I don't even hate KD. Like, seriously. Like, what reason would I have to hate on KD? I mean, honestly, D10, you triggered. You've been triggered ever since the chat opened.
Well, look, we gonna continue this on the next episode. D10, I want you to go watch your highlights. I think Drea got shit to do. Drea said she got shit to do after this. She got to go to 7-Eleven and get a refill. She got a free big gulp on the way, so she ain't worried about nothing over here. Drea, tell them where to find you.
You can find me on Twitter at Indelible D, capital D. If you can't spell indelible, if you can't spell indelible, low-key T will tell you what you should do at that point.
I'm doing 3 Heinekens. I don't even know how to spell that shit no more. Just tell them what it mean, though. That's all. Just tell them what it means.
Indelible means unforgettable.
I didn't drink all this beer.
And I'm very unforgettable. And I know from this point on, D10 will not forget who I am.
That's
at least when it comes to the podcast and the
boom. Bang bang.
He will not forget Drea from the Bay, the indelible one.
I want to shout out D10. He white though, but he family. He white though, but he family. Respectfully. I want to shout out Mr. John Hardy all up in the chat, man. I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate everybody that checked in, that was lurking and didn't say shit. You know, I appreciate all of y'all. We gonna
hold on. Go back to what John Hardy is talking about. Who is he talking about with Mika?
Oh, we gonna keep that on. We gonna go back. We gonna leave that alone. That's off air. That's
I don't know. Who is he talking about? John Hardy.
I was trying to end it. Shit.
John, before you end it, John Hardy gotta explain himself.
John, why you trying to do me like Usher, man? You trying to get me caught up, man. Yeah, I'm trying to end this show.
I'm just trying to see, like, what is he doing in there?
He over here, man. God damn it.
Horoscopes.
I gotta take my puppy for a walk. He needs some fresh water.
What is he doing in the chat here? I'm just trying to.
He being an Aquarius. That's all that is.
But I say shout out to D10 though, because he said nobody will forget me. I know.
Big facts. Shout out D10. Shout out John Hardy. It's low key. Everybody go subscribe to Drea from the Bay. That is Drea from the Bay. It's low key. We out. Peace, family.